If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's start this week off right. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all, man? Happy Monday. Welcome back to the GMS show. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a great weekend, doing good, doing swell. Hope your family's good. Hope everybody's in good health, man. Yo, you know we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. GMS fam, if you are here, tap into the live chat. Let me know you are here. Check in. Shout out where you from. What's going on? Southern California native Jeff Smith is in the building. Queen Kels is in the building. What's going on, Queen? Yo, how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good, man? Y'all feeling all right? Your day's been going good so far, man. The day's a few hours almost gone, man. We need to make sure we having good days, man. Or if you having a weird day, starting off weird, man, try to get back to having a good day. That's all we can ask for, man. The Sheriff is, what's going on? Greetings to you from the UK for sure. Shout out to the UK family. Now, we got some things to discuss today. A couple topics, man. First and foremost, let's get to Hurdle out of the way. I want to get to Hurdle out of the way because what I really want to talk about is not this guy. But over the last couple days, I guess Taharka Bey was in his feelings about what Corey and Marcus was saying on the most recent 5150 show. So he took to his YouTube channel to, I guess, tell Corey about himself. Whether you heard it or whether you didn't hear it, I'm going to let you hear for yourself right here. Hold on, give me 1 second, and we got it.
Even his fans might don't know, Corey is said to be 54 years old. The reason why I say that is this. Let me fix this like this. Bam. The reason why I say that is Corey is 54 years old. Brother Corey, you are literally on the downswing. Brother, your comedic career has yet to take off. Brother, you are doing a podcast just like me. And I'm the maintenance man, handyman, home improvement guy. Brother, and you direct your attention to me? Brother, you going backwards. You're going backwards. You should, let me give you advice. This is a learning moment right here. Let me give you advice.
A learning moment.
Research a person first and see if it's worth it. I'm not worth it, brother. Because it's a win-win for me. And this,
the funny thing about that statement, the whole, research somebody because I'm not worth it. First of all, how are you going to devalue yourself? That's how you know you're dealing with a weirdo. He just basically said he wasn't shit. Like, how you going to say you not shit? Also, what does that mean? What does that entail? Like, somebody is supposed to be on the same, like, clout chasing shit as you, so they only supposed to talk about people that's supposed to help benefit them. Like, see, that's the difference between a lot of people that hop on these platforms. Yeah, we all talk about, popular topics and shit like that, but it's the difference between the people that only come on here to talk about things that are popular and mainstream and the shit that's trending, and then there's people that talk about what they want to talk about. And if you actually think that, and this is coming from an unbiased opinion, I think Corey says a lot of shit to get reactions, but I don't think Corey's a clout chaser in that way. In the way that Taharka's trying to say, like, this is a win-win for me. There's no point in going in on me. It's not gonna do nothing for you. It's like, nah, like, people are actually sitting back waiting to hear a nigga go in on you. I don't think you understand the severity of the situation.
This is for young Marcus too. Young Marcus, I want you to pay attention. I teach when I talk. When I talk. Listen to me.
You definitely taught us that you think you ain't shit.
Win for me. I'm just a handyman. I'm the home improvement guy. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, you 54 and been doing comedy for 30 years. 30 years. Bro, you haven't even made the beat list yet. Bro, if you Google black comedians, quote unquote, brother, your name don't come up. If you Google top comedians, your name don't come up.
Another thing that I also do hate about shit like this is, like, for one, we're not going to act like, the people don't move shit as well. Like, you can be a mainstream artist or a mainstream comedian getting pulled on by these organizations, by these places that you're signed to and the places that you have contracts with, and you can't be able to say certain shit. You can't be able to do certain shit. You can get canceled at any moment. I'm telling you right now, the narrative that surrounds, oh, you not doing shit because you're not mainstream. All right, let that be your goal. You're going to be a sad individual chasing your fucking dreams. I don't know nobody out here that is fulfilled with their life or the dreams that they chasing while in a depressed state. Now, I'm saying that for the general public. When it comes to Corey, I think Corey values his fan base in a way where he understands that he has a cult fan base, a loyal fan base of people that, regardless of if he's doing a bunch of stand-up shows around the cities or if he's the biggest comedian or biggest mainstream comedian or not, they gonna ride with him. I don't think Taharka really understands that.
Brother, I'm not trying to shame you. What I'm saying is you made bad decisions in your career. You made bad decisions in your career. Your whole career has been centered around, for the last 10, 15 years, degrading ghetto situations, or, if you will, degrading sisters or brothers under the poverty line, and maybe not as intelligent as you expect them to be. You do the baby daddy jokes, you do the baby mama jokes, you do all that, but what you did was you boxed yourself in. And then you want to blame the industry because you say you tell the truth. You don't tell the truth. You boxed yourself in. You boxed yourself in. And this is why you want to blame the industry. But you want to blame, because I tell the truth. I tell the truth. I tell the truth. No, bro, you boxed yourself in. And you even named yourself. You know what you named yourself? You actually named yourself the ghetto Dr. Phil, boxing yourself in. And
before I finish this, I want to say this too, because I saw a lot of people commenting that Native said, but I thought Corey was his favorite comedian. We've seen a lot of people say this about Corey, but also you have to separate. This is what I want people to understand too. Got to separate the fact that you're a fan of somebody's work, but you can also dislike a person for who they are personally. Like, I could say that Corey is a hilarious comedian. He's a legend. But at the same time, Corey as a person, I would never want to be friends with a Corey Holcomb in person. That's not my personal way of thinking. But as a comedian, he's great.
And now you're 54 years old doing a podcast like me. Brother, if you don't be careful, you'll be doing a podcast and you'll be touring around the country with bad knees trying to get a show. Touring around the country. Brother, take my advice. Leave people like me alone. You know what I'm saying? And try to rebrand yourself. I'm just giving you some advice from what I see. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be trying to tour the country to maintain that which you have. Anybody in the chat, tell me what movie did or what movie or special that Corey Holcomb have. Name it.
Now, that's a job for y'all right now in the chat. If you are listening live, what is a Corey Holcomb movie that you can think of off top? What is your favorite Corey Holcomb collaboration, movie, TV show, whatever it is? Let me know in the chat below while I talk about this. I want to see. I'm going to read them off after. But I saw what he did there. And quite frankly, in the art of war, you have to attack somebody's weakness. And to play devil's advocate, the weakness is attacking Corey's career because you can see that some things bother him when it comes to Hollywood, certain things he can't control, and when it comes to certain people who are his peers who are definitely in a more broader and better space career-wise and probably financially, in a space where he feels like he's probably more funnier than these people or more talented or whatever the case may be, or the people might fuck with him more. Because there is a difference in having the machine behind you and then just having the people behind you hoping that they continue to help you stay afloat. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's the difference between somebody who gets signed to a record deal and somebody who stays independent. Now, what have we learned over the years? Because we've been blinded by the whole somebody needs to get signed and we need to be on a record label. We need a record deal. We need to sign. Where's the contract? And then come to find out, you get the most profits. You get the most genuine fan bases. You build really close relationships with certain people that will help you stay afloat out here without needing the machine behind you. These are certain things that are useful, but it also is a testament to who you are and your hustle and how much you've put in to your craft. Because you can't just be the guy that thinks that you're good. You can't be like, yeah, I'm great, I'm funny, but you don't go out here and do shit. There's a lot of people who are stagnant but believe they deserve more than what they've put in. You can't think that you're going to get more when you do the bare minimum. But there's people out here who have really been on the circuit. See, when I hear Taharka Bey say something like, you've been doing comedy for 30 years, it'll be a diss to somebody who was doing comedy for 30 years and never did shit. That will be a diss to somebody. But in Corey's case, that's not the case. This is still a comedian that travels every weekend to do shows, gets paid for them, and then has, a very popular podcast every Tuesday night. But when you're hurt, you say certain things. And I'm gonna answer this. Defiance said, okay, hear this. Nobody hears your shit if independent. Most products not selling without the machine. That is untrue. That is very untrue. I don't know why people think that you need a machine behind you. You can build relationships with people and also build a partnership. See, when I talk about getting signed, I'm talking about, let me be very clear, I'm talking about like the 360 deals. I'm not talking about having a partnership or anything like that. There's a lot of artists and a lot of people out here who have partnerships that do well for them. I'm talking about the people who think they need to get signed to actually do something. There's so many resources out here, especially with social media. We don't live in a day and age where niggas can just walk up to the record label and start rapping for niggas. You need, matter of fact, you damn near have to be independent and blowing up independent before a label even comes to you, which is why it's even more of a point to be independent and stay independent. Because once them labels start coming to knock on your door, that means you being seen, you being watched by somebody. You getting on somebody's radar. So whatever you're doing it right. A lot of people get scared. A lot of people try to jump to the first opportunity that they can when you don't need to. We see a lot of stuff going on right now. Master P just randomly showed up at to the Breakfast Club this morning just so he could try to clear his name with a lot of the shit that's been going on and his name being, thrown around saying he didn't pay this person or he didn't do right by this person. And people got to understand, when you sign, you don't just get money. You don't just become rich. You owe at that point. You owe the label. It is up to you to recoup what they gave you. Yes, they're going to have the promotion on the back end. They're going to have all that. But what good is it if you're not producing good product? There's been so many artists that have been dropped in the blink of an eye because they couldn't produce. They couldn't make shit happen. I encourage people to try to be independent and create and be smart about your business, because if you're good at what you do, if you're great at what you do, people are going to come to want to be a partner and not try to just take from you, is basically what I'm saying. Anthony says, I'm interested in hearing your point of view on the story he's doing about Tariq. You always have an interesting take on topics. So Taharka is claiming that Tariq is an agent, and the proof that he has behind it are pictures of white men holding objects. And he claims those are FBI microphones and equipment and all types of shit. Interesting take. Interesting pictures. I wouldn't just take the word of somebody who openly wants to clout chase people, though. I mean, not to say that he's wrong, because, I mean, do we really know if Tariq Nasheed is an agent or not? I mean, it depends. It depends. I saw it's weird. I take this stance because I just got done watching Judas and the Black Messiah the other day, so I'm real iffy about certain niggas. But I mean, if you look at Tariq's track record and the things that he talks about, and I think I really honestly feel like the informants come from people who try to join in on people's shit. If anything, Tariq might have an informant that is a part of his conglomerate because he is posing himself as a leader. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that there aren't people who pose as a leader who may be informants or may be down with the government or may be infiltrating shit, but they're not good actors, bro. They're not. In this day and age, bro, even back then, these niggas are not good actors. They're not good at this. They're not good at this shit. You will get caught up at some point. So, I mean, given Tariq's track record, I haven't seen him slip up as a supposed agent. All we can see is pictures of white men holding white sticks with sunglasses on top of buildings. And on top of that, who knows if these niggas weren't there for Tariq? How we know they weren't there for Tariq? How we know that these niggas wasn't spying on Tariq and you just so happened to catch the niggas on camera? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we not know that? But that's my take on it. You know what I mean? I can't speak too much. And that's the thing. I don't want people to think that I'm like on certain sides. I'm not sitting over here trying to take up for Tariq. I'm not over here trying to take up for Taharka or, you know, bash him or anything like that. It's you can tell that you just, I mean, look, let me not confuse nobody. Try to read somebody. How about that? Take the signs of when people do certain things. You have to see when somebody actually is speaking authentically opposed to when they're just putting on a character. And I try to do that with people when I watch their shit. Certain people, you can tell when they try to get their points off and they try to talk about certain shit, they'll be all over the place with it. They'll be trying their hardest to try to convince people about some shit. And then when they're being authentic about something, that you can tell that their whole demeanor changes. They're more fluent with their words because they know what they want to say before they say it. And with him, Taharka, the only time that he's sounding very sure about himself is when he's clout chasing. And to me, I'm not saying that that's all he does. I'm not saying that that's what he's about. All I know is that I see certain instances and you can tell a type of person and who they are when they say certain things. It just seems like this guy wants to clout chase and he wants to siphon the crowd of other people's podcasts and channels and shit like that. Now, that kind of stuff happens off top when you speak on certain subjects, but he's the type of guy who feeds off it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's weird. It's weird. Taharka's a very weird guy, but tomorrow is Tuesday. And I'm interested to see if Corey continues to feed back and forth. I feel like at this point, because Taharka has put himself out there as the guy who's like, yeah, talk about me, it's going to be a win-win for me, which could have been reverse psychology that he was trying to use and be like, yeah, so this nigga can stop roasting me and killing me and having niggas in my comments talking crazy. I'm just going to say that, yeah, it's a win-win for me, and, you know, it shouldn't be on your list to try to come after me. I'm not worth it type shit. Trying to play the weirdo shit, but I mean, who knows, man? If I think Corey might be the type of person to say, you know what, this nigga looking for a back and forth, I'm not finna give it. I said what I had to say. Clearly them two didn't look stupid saying what they had to say. Nobody looked at Corey and Marcus and was like, these niggas fucked up for saying what they said about Taharka's eyes. Like, nobody really gives a fuck. So it's like, I don't think it's worthy of a back and forth. It's not worthy of a back and forth. I know Taharka wishes that it could be a back and forth, but it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But you never know. You never know. It may be a slow news week. Maybe he comes out swinging. Who knows? But we'll only see Tuesday night. Now, we definitely have to talk about this shit right here, man. So, a couple days ago, Michael B. Jordan was getting interviewed on the red carpet by a Miss L'Oreal, who is a, I believe, Love and Hip Hop star turned podcaster, interviewer. As you can see her with the microphone in her hand, with that piss yellow hair. L'Oreal and Michael used to go to school together. They went to high school together. And this was at a time when Michael was trying to be an actor, trying to be somebody who took his craft seriously. And I'm not gonna lie, this is typical shit from school when people see people doing things that they're either scared or afraid, or because that's the thing. A lot of people will make fun of you for doing something that you're passionate about because they can't find their own passion. And they don't know what they want out of life. So when they see somebody doing things, actively doing something that they want to do in life, they'll try to deter them. They'll try to throw them off their path, whether it be directly or indirectly. They'll try to do bullshit. And most of the time, it's just people trying to make fun of you so that you think what you're doing is lame or not cool. But it's usually the cool motherfuckers and the motherfuckers that's trying to be popular and the people that's trying to be the most lit person in school that end up fucked over in life because they thought that their popularity was going to carry them through until they were no longer existing on this earth, which is a fucking misconception in life. Now, this is what happened. There was an interview or a podcast episode or something like that with L'Oreal and another woman by the name of Dominique, the diva. And Dominique called, you know what? Let me let y'all hear it. I'm going to let y'all hear it. This is what was said. All right, I'm not gonna butcher it. Y'all hear what y'all hear this shit.
Deep down inside, I think that Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy, and I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. And to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. And back then, that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
Look at him. He got that Black Panther money.
Well, yeah, I didn't exactly.
He gives me cookie cutter, and the only time I hung out with Michael B is like in LA, like at Shay's house, and he's always just very like. He's just cool. I think
he's too rich to have to be hood now. Like you just be, boy, if you don't take your millions and go to Hermes and get some stock. I miss mine. I could have been in the aquarium swimming with the fishes, but
with your Hermes stock or whatever.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Anyway, that's basically what it was in the gist. So the Dominique girl called him corny. The other girl, L'Oreal, the one you see here on the microphone, said that they made fun of him because his name was Michael Jordan. He sure was no Michael Jordan. He would bring his headshots to school. People would make fun of him for that. And when this clip surfaced, this one right here, people were going in on her. Now, I'm going to tell you how this unfolded afterwards because I need y'all to understand this. Me talking about this is all about the fact that a lot of women try to escape accountability. Yes, we are going there today because I need y'all to see the difference in how they react to certain shit. All right? Mind you, the man that she is about to interview had absolutely no problems with her. None. He heard what was said about him and he reacted to it. Now watch this.
So, Shell, we got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to...
Look how he looking at her, though. This is what's been killing people for a minute because the face that he was making was the face of anybody in this position. Knowing damn well that niggas used to shit on you. Y'all used to berate this man. Y'all tried to make him feel stupid for chasing his dreams. Now he is on the red carpet of a movie that he helped write and direct and stars in. Not the first one, not the second one, but the third one, bitch. Why? Why do you think that this nigga would let it go?
Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between you actually directing and working with the same people that you were directed with versus?
It was awesome. You know, it's a family vibe. The last nine years of my life, I spent on the Creed film.
We don't want to hear the bullshit.
Filming in Atlanta.
We gonna hear the end. This the end right here.
4 or 5 films down here. Shot a couple television shows. So Atlanta's a second home to me, and I love coming down here to shoot.
Favorite restaurant here?
Oh man, whatever hotel I'm in, their restaurant.
Well, you're not corny anymore.
Shut your goofy ass up, man. Goofy as fuck. Just the goofiest shit in the world. Let me say something about this shit. Now, this man could have took it so many places. He could have been on ultimate petty status. As a matter of fact, he didn't have to give her a word. He didn't have to even give her an interview. He could have just been like, oh yeah, the corny kid. Oh no, I didn't say, yeah, I heard that shit, bitch, fuck you, and walk the fuck off. But clearly, it didn't didn't affect him the way, first of all, I don't think that anybody calling him corny has affected him the way that certain people bringing up the instance of bullying back in the day has. I don't think it has. I think that it was something that probably was irritating and was like, y'all niggas used to call me corny, now look at me type shit. Clearly, I don't think he's affected by it. Who was affected by it, though, was this woman, L'Oreal, the one that did the interview, her, the goofy smiling bitch right here. She was very affected by it. You want to know how she was affected by it? Because when it was done, the first thing she did was try to put blame on the girl that called him corny. Because the headlines read, reporter called Michael B. Jordan corny back in school and now interviewing blah, blah, blah. So she held on to the word corny. She totally dismissed the fact that people don't even care about the fact that she said the word corny. What people care about is the fact that you tried to treat somebody like shit back in the day, and now look at you. But she held on to the corny shit because escaping accountability is more important than her morals or her respect. Even if you didn't say the word corny, did you forget that you admitted on the same tape that you used to make fun of him for his name and for bringing snapshots to school? Now you have to remember, I know y'all remember Michael B. Jordan from The Wire, right? He was a young kid then. So I'm only guessing that around the time he was bringing his headshots to school was around the time he was about to start doing that show, which also became a cult classic and a lot of people's favorites. And then went on to do a lot more. Matter of fact, I can remember Michael B. Jordan before that. He was in Hardball. Do y'all remember the movie Hardball with Keanu Reeves? He was the coach for the Little League nigga team. It was a little league nigga team. That's what that was. This was some little niggas. He clearly took his craft seriously. And there was people that was trying to take him off his course and people that were trying to bully him and treat him like shit at the time. And it's crazy because people try to gauge how you feel about it instead of them thinking how you would possibly feel about it. They already have it in their mind that they saying some shit that shouldn't be taken wrong, so you shouldn't feel no type of way about it, or don't be too sensitive, or y'all niggas this and that. You can't give somebody unwarranted disrespect and then try to dictate how they react to it. It's that simple. And then what happened to like women backing each other? Because like the first thing she did was threw the other girl under the bus. Like, no, she's the one that said corny. And on the same flip of the coin, the girl that said it wasn't even jumping out the window to say, hey, leave Lori alone. It was me. It wasn't L'Oreal who called him corny. I called him corny. Left that bitch to hang out and dry. But it's fucking me up, man, because the expectation of men is so high, yet we can't hold certain women to a certain standard because they already have it in their mind that, well, you know, men ain't shit or men do this, so why do we have to care about their feelings? Like, there was a girl, because like the whole time L'Oreal's been on her Instagram trying to defend herself, trying to say stupid shit, reposting shit from other people talking about niggas is corny. She reposted this right here. It was a video of a girl who posted a music video that Michael B. Jordan did. Very corny. It's a very corny video. But it doesn't help your point, dumbass. If you're the person that doesn't want to be looked at as the girl who was dissing this man and talking shit about him and trying to bully him back in high school, why are you currently doing it on the internet? Let's be very clear. Michael B. Jordan left that conversation on the red carpet. You have been going on for the past 2 days talking shit and reposting people talking shit about that man. So everything that's being said about you is warranted, goofy. And then let's talk about escaping accountability. Holy. L'Oreal, the interviewer, Miss Piss Yellow Hair reposted this video of this girl saying this. You know when you're wrong, man, you try to find every single escape route to try to hold on to so that you don't look like a piece of shit. So some girl, I think she's a comedian. Here they go with the unpopular opinion bullshit. Listen to what she had to say about this. Listen to this.
Very important to treat people right, to be respectful to people, because people always remember how you treated them. But as a woman, his energy when he like kind of called her out kind of was like a turnoff to me. Not because he does not have the right to feel, but because it was almost like he was matching energy. And to me, men aren't supposed to match energy. Men are supposed to lead energy and create the energy. I think that it came off as very petty. I do think that very important to
let's listen to that again. Let's break this down. First and foremost, let's listen to this.
Treat people right, to be respectful to people, because people always remember how you treated them.
Let's take that first part. Yes, I think it's important to treat people right because people will always remember how you treated them. It's important to treat people good. Anybody to say some shit like that and then put a but after it is not a good person. All right? They're not a good person. This woman is not a good, I can just tell. I could tell. How could you see that instance, right? And know the backstory behind it, regardless of who called who corny. We all know that it's a fact that the person who was interviewing him used to talk shit about this nigga when he was in high school. We know that to be a fact. That's a fact. So with that information, how is it petty or how is it wrong? And then, hold on. Listen to this part because I hate the pick me bitches. Listen to this.
But as a woman, his energy when he like kind of called her out kind of was like a turnoff to me.
It was a turnoff to you. Somebody who doesn't want you. Somebody who I'm sure you wouldn't even have a chance with. Somebody who's not even thinking about dating you. For some reason, a turnoff means what? The fuck does that mean? What does it mean to be turned off by a nigga that you're not even going for or that you in a relationship with or that you don't even fucking know? Who gives a fuck if you turned on or turned off? Random? What? Hold on.
Not because he does not have the right to feel, but because it was almost like he was matching energy. And
not because he doesn't have the right to feel. So what is it? Does he not have the right to feel the way he feels, or does he have the right to feel the way he feels? Because y'all motherfuckers be confusing as hell. Either my man has the right to feel how he feels and react the way that he should react to somebody who unwarranted their disrespect to him, or you want to try to police how a nigga reacts to somebody putting unwarranted disrespect on him.
To me, men aren't supposed to match energy. Men are supposed to lead energy and create the energy. I think that it came off as very petty. I do think that
men are supposed to lead the energy. They're not supposed to match your energy, right? That is biggest bullshit I've ever heard in my life. That is the type of rhetoric that allows women to try to do dumb shit to men, like berate them or try to put hands on them, thinking that there won't be any type of repercussions for it because, hey, it's a man. But it's crazy how you have to hold a man to a certain standard, but if a nigga tells you to do certain shit he believes a woman should do, motherfuckers, what, nigga? What? Me? Who? Me? Who? Me? I bet. Bitch, what? Huh? I bet not. Huh? Never. Me? Who? Never. Shut the fuck up. Then to try to act like he went overboard or that he was just super petty with it. The nigga mentioned the shit one time and moved on and said it was cool. He said it's cool. And gave her the interview. Sat with her way longer than she deserved. She only deserved 1 second. But he sat there and gave her a whole entire interview on his red carpet on his premiere. The person that used to talk shit about him. Who probably didn't think he would make it to this point. If anything, he handled that shit with grace and maturity. In what way did you even try to find, like, how did you even try to find fault in that shit? How?
that's very important.
Look, man, This society is weird. You had other people. I had to unfollow some. I forgot what other podcast it was. But it was another woman on a podcast, popular podcast with followers. This girl right here, the girl that I just showed you, this girl right here who said that dumb shit, has 200-some thousand followers on IG doing comedy shit, doing little skits and little videos and shit. These are people who will be allowed to push a certain narrative. And then another one on another podcast that has a little bit of notoriety wanted to jump to the girl's defense talking about, see, this is why I don't go out and do interviews or interview certain artists, because a lot of these artists are sensitive. Sensitive? So y'all just expect people to talk crazy about niggas or to bully niggas or to say shit about motherfuckers and just forget about it? Because why, y'all? Why? I don't get the reasoning behind that. I didn't know that had to do with sensitivity. I thought that had to do with a human trait. I thought that was a human aspect of life. If somebody says some foul shit about you, to handle it however you want to handle it. You feel me? That's just how it is for me. And this situation also goes to show you, man, the main thing, because it's crazy. She wanted to hold on to that corny shit. Oh, I didn't call him corny. See, the facts will show. Nah, you just put yourself on a spike. Because nobody gave a fuck about the word corny. They only gave a fuck about the fact that you treated somebody like shit and bullied somebody in group fashion too. Because she didn't say I, she said we. You follower ass bitch. You followed along with everybody else making fun of a nigga because you wanted to be in the in crowd. See, the crazy thing about this, and let me end this topic with this right here. Ego and pride outweigh your morals when you're wrong. When you want to be the cool person, when you want to be the person in school that's trying to be the most popular, to be in the in crowd following niggas instead of being a leader, your ego and your morals will outweigh, or your ego and your pride will outweigh your morals. The respect that you think you carry, you don't have. That's why you're blinded by the way that this went. People I was seeing it. They was cooking this motherfucker in her Instagram comments. And she had a reply for almost everything. So, I didn't say that, or oh, you guys are gonna be looking wrong, or I'm gonna come out the winner on the side of this one. No, you're not. You're a loser. And it's crazy how the one you called corny wasn't even the one being corny at all in this entire instance. It was you. You called a nigga corny in high school and you became the cornball. How fucking ironic. Whew. Well, that's that part. I don't even know how to segue from that. All I know is that, before I get to this topic, I just want to say real quick, Jake Paul took his first L. We seen it. Jake Paul took his first L in the boxing ring against Tommy Fury. Real quick before I even go to this last topic, because I do want to get to this Gabrielle Union shit that happened. Holy. I'm going to get to that in a second. But yeah, Jake Paul took his first loss, man. Tommy Fury went out there, went and did his thing, man. It was a big hugging match. There's a bunch of niggas that didn't really want to hit each other for some reason. I was hoping one of them got knocked out, regardless if it was Jake or if it was Tommy Fury. I wanted to see somebody get knocked out. But it's like these days, these niggas be trying to protect their image, bro. It's like, nah, you in the ring, man. It's time to go all out. Even with the last 30 seconds of the 8th round, these niggas wanted to hug out the last 15-10. Those last seconds, matter of fact, knowing that the round, this is another thing, man. You know when your adrenaline come back to you for that split second, you could be playing ball, you could be playing something, whatever the fuck. You be tired, and when you know the game is about to end, that last 10 seconds, man, something jolts you. It's like, all right, I got to go all out for these last 10 seconds. Them niggas hugged it out. Hugged it out. And it's crazy because Jake got asked the question. He said, you know, if you win this, there's no more conversation surrounding whether or not you're a real boxer or not. You know what I'm saying? You have to get respected as being a legit boxer if you win this round. But if you don't, people will put you in the box of just a celebrity boxer. Are you aware of that? Are you cool with that? Jake said, yeah, I'm aware of that, but that's not going to happen. And look what happened. It happened. Now, granted, it would have been better if he got knocked out. But I will tell you, that man Jake, he need to work on his structure a little bit. He need to work on his game plan. Cause that drop down to try to do the right hook type shit, niggas gonna find out. They already see. They already plan it out. Oh, this nigga like to do the hook. He like to do the right hook. He like to come up from the right and try to hit you with the okay. He like doing them right haymakers. All right, we got a plan for that. They gonna put you on your ass from this point out. You got to change up the strategy, my guy. He kept going for the knockout hit. It's like, nah, you gotta weigh that motherfucker down, and when you get that opportunity, that's when you do it. You don't show your hand the entire fight. Man, holy. That fight was frustrating to watch, but it was also like, damn, man. But yeah, Jake lost, man. Jake lost. There's gonna be many more fights, but Jake lost this one, man. You have to go back to the drawing board. Now, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade accepted an award by the NAACP. What was the award for again? I don't want to butcher it. It was for something. It was for Zaya Wade, and it was for them, but like it was in regard to Zaya Wade and them raising her and teaching them or what. I don't know what the award was for. Sorry, but here's my stance right here before I get into it. I want y'all to know right now that the bigger conversation in this is what they're trying to put in front of us as a community. But the little side conversation is how fucking fake Gabrielle is. Like just fake as shit. And I guess when you're a trained actor, it's what comes with it. But a lot of the times, I can tell when somebody is acting and when they're being for real. Gabrielle sounded very fake on this shit. And like she was like trying to put on her best acting chops when she was speaking the way that she was speaking. It's almost like she had this whole thing prepared, but she didn't. She didn't at all. She thought she was going to execute something so perfectly and have this moment, but it ended up confusing a lot of people. And I have no idea where she got this. First of all, I don't even know what the award. Did anybody say what the award was for? What was the award for? Toxic toxic gabalinity. You can see who wears the pants in this relationship, man. You can tell who wears the pants in this relationship. I can see it. The way she was like, first of all, you could tell by how she was very convicted in her sentencing and like the way she talks. You can tell D Wade is very frightened of her. Imagine them two getting into an argument. Who y'all think winning them arguments? Matter of fact, who y'all think who's arguing at who? I don't even think D Wade argues back. I have no idea if D Wade even argues back. The nigga just gets argued at. Nigga just gets argued at. He gets shouted at. I feel like I almost feel bad for the nigga, but I can't because this is what he chose. This is exactly what he chose. Now, I can't show the video because I might get blocked because this is a BET type thing. But listen to the audio. Listen to this shit.
And now stands with us again at the foot of a very new era of activism. A new era that demands our collective answer
That's Taharka Bey's burner account. I have no idea. I've never seen that name before until today. So clearly that is a burner account. Do not pay attention to that guy.
Simple question. Will we fight for some?
I'm just going to leave it there.
Or will we fight for all of our people?
You know, a clout chasing nigga got to have a burner account.
Let's just name a couple hard truths.
Uh-oh.
First, the intersection of Black rights and the rights of the LGBTQIA, trans, and gender nonconforming people continues to be rough. It's a huge understatement. Even as we demand equality at the top of our lungs, we consistently fail to extend our advocacy to protect some of our most vulnerable among us. And
she was waiting for that clap. She's like, okay, are you going to clap? Yes, no, okay.
And second, Black trans people are being targeted, terrorized, and hunted in this country. Every day, everywhere. And there's rarely a whisper about it.
Y'all got to see her facial expressions. I want to show y'all this shit because her facial expressions are killing me. Somebody said just because you scrunch your face like a hood granny in the 70s don't mean you fucking said telling the truth.
Terrorized and hunted in this country.
Look at that. That's terrifying. Holy shit. Deliver us from Eva. That's that came from a real place. They didn't just cast her in that movie because they wanted to see if she could play this role. They was probably like, yo, this bitch is like this. She's really like this. We gonna have to just let her do her thing. They even write a script for this motherfucker. They say, hey, Gabby, be you. Do you. Do your thing.
Every day. Everywhere.
Holy.
And there's rarely a whisper about it. We honestly don't approach this work as...
And that's a lie, Gabby, because people pay more attention to LGBTQ problems and things that they go through way more than Black people. I know there's an illusion that people care about what Black people go through in this country, but it's only a talking point. It's only a talking point. See, other people, other groups get laws put in place. People actually get rules changed. People actually get their voices heard and amplified in different ways. People actually have to have repercussions for saying shit about somebody. Like the dude from Dilbert, right? The guy who created Dilbert, he got all his Dilbert cartoons taken down from everywhere that puts him up. First and foremost, somebody tell me, do they think Scott Adams would give a fuck if Gilbert was taken down of all news platforms around everywhere? Because really, honestly, who the fuck reads newspapers or magazines or even pays attention to fucking Dilbert for that? Who pays attention? How many people was like, oh my God, no, please don't get rid of Dilbert. Oh my God. No, not Dilbert. Dilbert? No, that was my favorite. Was Dilbert even who was Dilbert? Looking ass. Nobody gave a fuck about Dilbert. Scott Adams didn't give a fuck about Dilbert. You saw how he went off. He knew that shit was gonna happen. He said, how can I stop producing this? Because this is what I be thinking a lot of the times. Like, there'll be a lot of white people in certain positions and they just get held there because they're white. They already have these ideologies. They already think this way, but because of their complexion, they get held in a certain position. They don't even have to make good product anymore. Who the fuck is watching Dilbert? Who's listening to Dilbert? There's nothing good that comes out of that shit. So why do you think he would care if it got taken out of shit? That shit's crazy to me. Now let me finish this up.
As activists or leaders, as much as we do this as parents. Parents who love our children and will do whatever the hell we can to keep them seen and secure and safe. This is a conversation worth having in ways that can actually build bridges, right? That don't fan the flames of hatred or division. That don't enable lawmakers or justice systems to look the other way when Black trans people are under attack. that don't drive more young people to hate themselves or harm themselves.
She was on a mission. Look at that fucking face. She was on a mission. Now, there's been a lot of reactions to this specifically because, you know, the main question out of this all, it's not even about whether or not people accept or don't accept LGBTQ people. It's just they be handing out awards for shit because it's popular. The same way they gave Caitlyn Jenner Woman of the Year. I'm asking, why the fuck did these niggas get presented for something for Zaya? What the fuck what did she do? What did they do? What did they do? What did these niggas do to win an award other than the fact that this is a topic of conversation? And anytime Zaya Wade does something, people talk about it. She deserves an award for that? Where is the NAACP award for Krishan Rock? They talk about this bitch every week nonstop. What did they do? That's an honest question. That's not me hating or me being disrespectful or me trying to be intolerant, nigga. What the fuck? What did they do? Somebody tell me what they did. Let me read the award again. Let me read the award. Let me see what the award was one more time. We're going to make sure we get the award right. What was the award? Supporting the Black, trans, and LGBTQ community when receiving the prestigious President's Award. It was the prestigious President's Award. Let's see what the prestigious President's Award means. Prestigious President Award. Does that even come up? What am I looking at? A President's Award sounds sounds pretty put in place to me. If we talking about the government, but I don't think that's what that means. But I'm just saying it looks weird, and I still don't get it of why they accepted this award. What the point was. Was it just so Gabby can come on TV to look like a scary bitch and start talking to motherfuckers about the trans rights and shit? I don't know. But it left a lot of people confused. And I guess it's not for us to understand because I guess we're not in that community. But at the same time, you do got to wonder, man, what type of agenda is happening right now. You got to wonder to yourself. You have to. Now, with that being said, GMS fam, the green room, I hope y'all had a wonderful time for this past hour. I appreciate everybody that has pulled up on me to kick it for today's show. I need y'all to do me a big favor, man. Hit that like button on your way out. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous, especially you. What was that guy's name? Edward. If you're still watching, I need you to donate to the Cash App, you specifically, because I'm only trying to get you. I only want you to do it. Give it here. That's all. That's the only reason why I'm doing YouTube is so that Edward can send me money. So Edward, send it. Taharka Bey, send that Cash App. We're doing you a favor. Everybody, yeah, Edwin, whatever the fuck. Bitch ass nigga, I don't know. All the names sound the same to me. But either way, everybody's doing you a favor by talking about you, the handyman, quote unquote. These niggas be trying to act like they don't want to be on the internet when they spend most of their time here, nigga. It's like, stop it. Stop trying to tell that lie. Oh, nigga, I don't really want to do this shit. I'm just sitting here with lights and a whole setup and a whole YouTube channel, nigga, and a microphone, and I have all this shit around me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really want to do this shit. I don't really want to be on fucking YouTube. Shut your bitch ass up. Are you not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Looking at Turtle. Hey. Also, by the way, if you haven't done it yet, shout out to everybody that's been supporting, man. Y'all been going crazy with the shit, man. I really appreciate it. A lot of y'all been pulling up and playing this beat tape, man. I put out something new. GMS episode 6. Click that link. Listen to those beats. If you are an artist, man, the beat tape is absolutely free. You can listen to it for free. You can download it for free. Do what you do, man. As long as you show love, man. GMS fam, the green room. I want to see y'all in that comment section. At least 5 of y'all. Let me see who really down with GMS. Let me see at least 5 of y'all in that comment section when the live is over, all right? GMS fam, the green room. Smoke something, man. I'm going to see y'all later this week. We out.